Now we're going to talk a little bit about translating. And translating, when we're talking about maths, it's got nothing to do with changing from one language to another. A translation in maths is when you've got coordinates on a graph. For example, I have a triangular coordinates not mapped out here, and I would like to translate the triangle in the coordinates -2, 1. What that means is that I will go along -2 coordinates. I'll go -2 in the x direction, and up 1 in the y direction, plus 1 in the y direction, and my new point for this triangle will be here. How do I work out what the coordinates of that triangle, that particular point that I just put there will be? Well, we take away -2 from our x coordinate and we add 1 to our y coordinate, and then we just do a basic addition here. So 1 minus 2 will be -1, and 1 plus 1 will give us 2. So the coordinate of the point that I've just made, if I go -2 in the x direction and plus 1 in the y direction, we'll have the point, a coordinate -1 and 2. And if we just count here on the x, we are -1 in the x direction and we're up +2 in the y direction. So we've got the right coordinate here. Then we do the same thing with the coordinate 2, 4. We move -2 in the x direction and then up 1 in the y direction, giving us our new point here. Let's double check that we've got the right point. We had 2, 4, and we are moving -2 in the x direction, and we are adding 1 in the y direction. So this is the original coordinate, and this is the way that we're translating it, and now we do an addition, and we add x coordinates first. 2 plus -2, 2 minus 2 is 0, and 4 plus 1 is 5. So the coordinate of our new point should be 0, 5, and we can see that it is. It's on the x-axis equals 0, and it's on the point of y equals 5 on the y-axis. Same thing with our last point then, 4, 2. We're going to move our point -2 in the x and 1 in the y. And we add these coordinates together. 4 minus 2 is going to give us +2, and 2 plus 1 is going to give us 3. So our coordinate in the y direction will be 2 and in the x and 3 in the y, and that will be here. So our new triangle, the translated triangle, can see that it's basically an identical copy of the blue triangle here, and the red triangle has been translated in the point -2 in the x and 1 in the y. And we can actually see it's just as though we've moved it with an arrow. All of the movement arrows are the same. We've moved 2 coordinates in the x direction backwards and 1 upwards in the y direction. And that's how we do translations.